Hello.
Oh, hi. Nice to see
How you
you.
doing?
Hi, Nathan. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I think we've met before, haven't we? We've spoke a couple of times.
Yeah, actually, this is our third time. Yeah.
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 What's new with you? What are you up to today?
Oh, yeah, yeah. So, anyhow, how are you? Are you still in Vienna?
Sorry, what was that?
So, are you? It seems like you're still in the same room, Vienna, right?
Yeah,
Vienna,
yeah, yeah,
Hanoi,
yeah.
Hanoi.
Still
Nice.
in Hanoi. Hmm.
What time is it? What time is it now there?
It's almost 10 a.m.
10 a.m. So, how many class do you take for a day?
Um, it varies with Cambly. Depends how
Mm.
busy it is. Sometimes you
Mm.
get calls. Sometimes you don't get so many calls.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then I teach. I'll be driving. I teach at a center in the evenings, so
Mm-hmm.
I will go. I'll go to work later. I'll have two classes later.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm. Very
so
so.
yeah. Uh,
So, okay, how long have you been in Vienna?
I've been here 4.5 years now.
Are you married there or just staying?
No, single. I yeah, single here. Just enjoying single life.
I envy you. I recommend you not to get married. Not to get married. Yeah. Uh,
Uh,
anyhow, so what? So you told me that you traveled some country in East Southern part of Asia. So why did you choose the Vienna for long term stay?
Um, I came here. I was in Australia, and then I went to New Zealand, and I didn't really like New Zealand, and I was trying to figure out what to do. And I had visited Vietnam before,
Mm-hmm.
and my friend lived here, and he said, it was a good quality of life here. You can earn a good salary as a teacher, and
Yeah.
yeah, you can yeah, have a good lifestyle. So I came to like give it a shot. I was like, all right, yeah, I'll give it a go. It sounds good. But then I got here, and then shortly after, it's it's what COVID happened. So
Mm.
yeah, it was kind of like a roller coaster of an experience here. But
Yeah.
yeah, it was really good.
So you are stuck there, right? You are stuck there, kind
It
of.
was kind of yeah, kind of like being stuck. I was um yeah, like if I left, I couldn't come back in. I could leave if I wanted to, but I couldn't come back. And
Mm.
Vietnam was actually a very good place to very good place to be. It was they handled the COVID outbreak very well, and they kept it under control. So yeah, it was we had for the first year for like the whole of 2020, we pretty much had everything normal here. There was no lockdown or anything.
Yeah, relatively some kind of totalitarian government, relatively strong than most of the Western very individual society because, you know, Eastern Asian culture value on control and order relatively, but in my opinion, Vietnam is a bit chaos to me. So I don't really agree the quality of life is high. But anyway, so how about the weather recent? Is getting hotter there?
Yeah, it's literally just this week.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a switch. It was cold, it was gray, and it was wet,
Mm-hmm.
and then all of a sudden, the weather is really nice now. So yeah, it's really nice at the moment. I was out in the evening yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
No more jumpers, just shorts and t-shirts.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure maybe it seems like that some white people enjoy the weather in Southeast Asia. Many people from Europe or some other country stay long in the Bali, Indonesia, Thailand, Chiang Mai, and some area are filled with many white people. Yeah.
Yeah. I think, yeah, like a lot of people, maybe they work remotely or they made their money already in Europe, and then they come to um, Asia because their money goes a lot further, and yeah, and they like the weather and the sunshine, so it suits them. It's one of the reasons I'm here.
Yeah, sometimes I wish I can do, but nobody really needs a Korean, so I cannot utilize my mother tongue. Actually, nowadays it's much better. Someone wanted to learn Korean more than before, but be very honest, not really market is there. So I envy some English speaker can earn some money while they are traveling. I met some of them in Cambridge. Someone is traveling in Southeast Asia, and someone is married there. And
Mhm.
I mentioned that some my previous tutor married in Brazil, and he also made a living with English teaching. But as your unfortunate Korean, I cannot utilize my skills. Yeah.
I know what you mean. Uh, yeah, we're quite fortunate with English. It's one that, yeah, you can travel around and teach it in different countries. So, yeah, I do appreciate the fact that I have English as my native tongue.
Yeah, but sometimes maybe I'm sure there is also some discrimination on some people with different origin. Yeah, actually, someone speaks English much better than some other people. Some of them cannot utilize their skill because of their skin color. Or I know some. I know in British there are huge amount of population in Indian origin people, but basically they are the perfectly British people. They nowadays actually the current prime minister of the British is Indian origin, but he speaks perfect English, but we have some kind of stereotype, or maybe he or she has or some kind of Indian accent. But reality,
Mm.
Rishi Sunak speaks perfectly educated British accent. Yeah, but there is a stereotype on different origin.
Def Definitely, and it's kind of bad here. Like they have a bit of a prejudice here in
Mm,
Vietnam.
mm,
They when they're hiring, when they want teachers, a lot of people want
mhm,
native white teachers, and people from
mm,
the UK and from
mhm.
America that speak perfect English, but their skin is a different color, so they don't get as many opportunities. So yeah, there's a bit of discrimination going on here, and it's silly, it's just because they think the white face is important, but yeah, it's just an old way of thinking.
Yeah, you know that the actually Asian are being discriminated too in Western area or some part of the world. But very interesting thing is we are also make a we also got those kind of prejudice on people. Be very honest, I stayed in California where the most advanced on those kind of racism, I discrimination against I acting on those kind of discrimination. In California, the majority of population is not a white. I assume Mexican or some other Latin American people, and Asian population are substantial. So relatively, white people are not nearly many as other area, but so it's very interesting that how do I say when the Eastern Europe collapsed, many Russian people came to Korea to work as a model, or some of them went for prostitution too. And those Russian never speak any English at all. But we assume that they speak English today. Actually, they learned Korean because to live in here, but we expect them to speak English, so we can see how narrow we are. Have you been China?
No, I've never been to China. I really would like to visit. I have a
Mm-hmm.
lot of calls from China. Um, but yeah, I do know. I think all the Asian countries that have had to migrate and go to countries like Australia and America, and
Mm-hmm.
like especially Vietnam. Vietnam is scattered all over the world,
Mm-hmm.
and they would have experienced a lot of discrimination as well. And as the world, I think, is getting more educated and more
Mm-hmm.
culturally aware, and
Mm-hmm.
things are getting better. But yeah, there's still a little bit of prejudice here and there.
Hmm. Actually, so if I may, can I ask how tall are you? How tall are you?
How tall?
Yeah, if you don't mind, can I
Uh,
ask?
I think I'm like uh, what is it? One point 175 centimeters.
Mhm. So maybe you are a very tall guy in Vietnam. Relatively, Southeast Asian people are very small, relatively small.
I'm probably taller than the average guy, yeah, in Vietnam.
Yeah, so you know that the relatively northern part of the people, not just only for white people, and actually same goes to the Asia or some other continent, are relatively bigger than southern hemisphere. So Korea and the northern east part of China are the tallest group among the Asia. So personally, my tall is 189 centimeter, 189 centimeter, and weight
Huh,
is three digit. Weight is currently three digit.
okay.
And how can I say? I used to play judo. I used to play judo. So
Mm. Oh, cool.
and when I went to United States, I just finished my military duty. It meant I literally trained as a warrior in summer, in trained a
Yeah,
warrior. And I went to United States for exchange student. It was California, near the San Francisco, and I got my wisdom tooth there when I get there. 1 week
you,
later,
you got you got
wisdom
what? Sorry.
tooth, wisdom
Oh, you
tooth.
wisdom tooth. Yeah.
When I get there, and 3 days or 4 days later, I got wisdom tooth. I have no insurance. Then I try to figure out how much does it cost. Then they, I asked my tutor, so is there any dentist? Can you recommend me? So
Mm.
she dropped me her dentist. Actually, at that time, it was 2006, early of 2006. I had $1,000 for my pocket money. So
Oh yeah.
in Korea, if you took, how much does it cost if you took your wisdom tooth? Let's say this is a difficult. This is not your wisdom tooth laid down in your gum. How much does it cost if you use your insurance?
In Vietnam or in Ireland?
In Ireland,
In Ireland, it's very expensive to
how
go to the
much
dentist.
it will be?
Oh, I have no idea now. I haven't been in a while, but like even just for a checkup is, a couple of hundred
Oh,
euros. And if you need any work done, yeah, you're talking hundreds and hundreds of euros, if not thousands.
uh-huh. So if you have to get a surgery for your, maybe it costs 1,000 or 2,000 more.
Yeah, it could be sometimes, yeah, depending on the surgery.
In South Korea, it costs around 20 or $25 worth.
I know it's really cheap here in Vietnam as well. So cheap.
Yeah. Yeah, so I lived in Korea. So when I went to United States, I heard those kind of dental thing is very expensive. But I thought, oh, maybe it costs 20 or $30 in Korea. Maybe they charge 10 times. I can still pay that. $300 will be enough. So I had a
Yeah.
checkup with a dentist. Then dentist told me that my wisdom tooth is serious, and he recommended me to take off that tooth out that day. He is empty. So I asked him how much it will cost. It was 2006, and the doctor answered me it's around 3,000 or 4,000 US dollar. Yeah, so I say
What
sorry.
did you do?
So I say I'm sorry. I don't have that money. So just can you
Yeah.
let me go? So then the the dentist was capitalism dentist. He doesn't care about my pay. Then okay, you can go, and you can just pay for this checkup. So in Korea, the checkup cost is only less than $1, sometimes less than $1.
Wow.
Yeah, so I expect maybe they charge 10 times. Maybe I should pay $10, $20 something. But the checkup cost was $348. I exactly remember
Oh my God.
because I didn't have an insurance. So I had a $1,000. So I had to pay $348 and I left $652 in my pocket.
Yeah.
And I realized, oh, I am here in hell. So
That's
I so I tried to pretend that I'm not having a pain. I tried to
yeah.
fake myself, and then that night, the real horrible pain came to me. So I started to search the cheapest dentist near my area. I
Yeah.
already mentioned that there is some medical facility in my university, of course, but they didn't have a dental facility, dentist. So I asked
Okay.
them, I have only this money, could you find me some cheap dentist? And they gave me some number, and I Googled the address and I called them. Today I need to south. Can I say to south? I need to south. I got some tooth. I wanna go there now. Could you make me a reservation today?
Yeah.
Then that dentist say, oh, you can come today, maybe 2 or 3 hours later. And our address, he called me address. So I told them, oh, I don't have a car. I'm gonna take him a bus. And then the answer is serious. Serious. Answer was serious.
Yeah.
I
Like,
googled.
are you serious?
Yeah, I googled. Oh, that there is a bus on your near your dental your your hospital. Then the
Yeah.
reception woman answered that I strongly recommend you to take the taxi or cab or ask your friend. So I answer, I came here 3 or 4 days. I don't have a friend. I don't have money to pay the cab. I'm not sure I can pay the my 2,000 cost. How much it will be? I don't have a credit card too, so I have to take a bus by myself. And her answer was good luck. Actually, so I'm from Korea, where the most safest place in the world. I didn't
Mm.
mean why she wished me a lot. So I took a bus. I took a bus. Actually, I had to change the bus, and first was very normal, peaceful bus. And then
Right.
I changed the bus, and the atmosphere inside the bus was totally different. Do you know that the segregation, when the
Yeah.
white people only can touch it front, or all the black or other colored people have to sit in the back? When
Hmm.
I took
Yeah.
that bus, I saw the segregation. I saw the segregation.
Right.
So in front
Uh,
of the bus, all the African American people sit. I
yeah,
just sit in the middle and the backside of the bus, all the Spanish and Latin American people sit. Segregation, segregation. I
crazy.
mentioned that the California, so Asian people are very common. So I so people do not really pay attention if you see American Asian people because you already watched in your lifetime. So
Yeah.
I never had those kind of weird staring in Asia. Sometimes I felt in southern part of America because they never seen Asian in their life.
Mm.
So, but everyone in the bus was staring at me. I was curious why they are staring at me because they are Californian people. They have seen many Asian like me. And the reason why they are seeing me was the bus was heading to the town where no Asian living, no Asian living.
Okay, so yeah, not a
Yeah,
usual route.
yeah, and then bus radio tells me this is your stop. So I hit the bell, I ring the bell, and I stand 10. People around me are trying to say something. Are you serious? Are you crazy? You are not, you are in danger or something.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
I,
What was going on?
do you know the Oakland, California?
What, California? What did you say?
Oakland, the city in California.
Oakland. No, I don't know that.
If you are in the New Zealand, there are similar thing, Auckland, New Zealand.
Auckland, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you know that the Detroit is notorious in every crime factor.
Yeah, I know it has, yeah, a history of that
Yeah,
sort.
in if you and then Oakland is your crime capital in California. Oakland is a crime capital in California.
Oh, wow.
And in
So they,
terms of the murdering rate and some kind of racketeering and all the bullshit scores, Oakland is higher than Detroit. So sometimes Detroit is much safer city than Oakland.
okay, and oh,
And I
so
was heading to the center of the crime scene.
yeah.
So-
So you-
and I hit the bell and driver stopped the car and he didn't open the door. Are you serious? Are you serious? Are you gonna really taking off here? But anyhow, I was crazy too. I need to go to my teeth. I need to open the door. Then he opened the door and then I drive up the bus. Then I see some houses is burning, was burning. So houses was
Wow.
burning. Houses was burning. And
And so what did they let you get off the bus?
yeah,
Did
actually,
you
boss 기사 yelled to me, and you are entering the worst area, maybe in the
yeah.
United States. But anyhow, I asked them, so driver had to let me go. So I drove off the end. And when I drove off, there is a bus stop, of course. When I drove off the bus stop, I saw about 30 or 40 African American people are watching at me.
Yeah.
I watched some, I saw some burning house. Why? I don't know why that house was burning, but it looks very peaceful. No one even pay attention. Even their house was burning. It seems like it's very normal to them.
Yeah. And
So
and could you speak English at the time?
much worse than now because I
Mhm.
just came to America 4 or 5 days,
Yeah.
and bus stop was the last century. It's okay if you can misdrop the bus, but if you stay in the bus stop, you are not attacked. But if you one step out, it means you are entering the town, the most worst dangerous town in the world.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, I wanted to find the dental office, dentist.
Yeah.
So I crossed the line. Then 3 African guys surrounded me. 3 Africans surrounded me. I told you I'm very tall guy, so they assume I'm one of the gangster criminal too. I'm a gangster criminal too. I overheard that the barber shop in United States is very expensive, so I shaved on my head to save the money. And
you
yeah,
you looked pretty tough. You looked pretty tough walking around their
and
neighborhood.
and I told you I didn't get sleep, so I just wear some kind of hoodie and some shorts.
Yeah.
It looks like a little gangster for them. And as I told you, I'm tall. At the time, I was pretty masculine at the time, so I was surrounded with 3 or 4 watching guard over the town.
Wow.
They had a basketball around him, and they tried to say, "What the fuck you're doing here?" And but it was my very first time to speak with native African
Yeah.
black English. It was very difficult to listen. Now I can understand, but what the fuck is that? So,
Yeah.
so I was mumbling then. One got angry and one threw the basketball to my face.
Oh shit.
I told you actually at the morning I tried to eat. I tried to eat oatmeal and I cried because too much hot were there.
Yeah.
Actually, this big guy crying like a bitch in the dormitory restroom. So everybody came to me. Hey, are you crazy? Are you fuck up or something? So
Yeah.
but he threw me the basketball. Then you can imagine how painful it could be.
That must have been, yeah, unbelievable.
Yeah.
Of
So
all things to do to, yeah.
yeah. So I yelled and I literally collapsed, and that this black guy were laughing at me. Huh? Wow, shit is bitch. Oh, he's crying like a bitch or something. Then I spit. I shed a blood because I already shed a blood. I already shed a blood because the
Yeah.
wisdom is coming out. Then they realized I am a patient, and they realized they attacked the patient.
Oh no.
And
It,
then
were you able to explain to them that you were just like looking for a dentist?
actually I was really trembling like this and bleeding a lot. Then
Yeah.
they at very first they were laughing, but they realized they attacked the patient, and
Yeah.
if I shedding a blood, it means they are also have a responsibility for that, so they blame each other. Let me say some inappropriate words. What they say, you motherfucking nigga, why is it through that far? I told you one day. So you,
Yeah. Yeah.
you motherfucker, you told me to do so. You are also responsible to it. And then they, it seems like
They're
the
fighting with
real
each
hip
other
hop.
then.
Yeah, they really yelling each other, something like a hip hop thing. Or, you
Yeah.
son of a bitch, I'm not responsible for that. I'm the way. You're the one. I'm not. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, so it made me laugh a bit. So I tried to make up my mind, and but I was still bleeding then. So they tried to help me, and
Okay.
there was one generous black grandmother there, maybe respected by those 3 little gangsters. Then
Oh.
she saw I'm bleeding and she came to me and she also yelled, "You motherfucking niggers! Why is you attack the poor people?
Oh my God.
Do
That
your
sounds
mother
like a
speak again?
wild experience.
Yeah, I am calling your mother now! Oh, you son of a bitch!" Well, it seems like that she was very respected woman in that town, and I
Yeah.
realized those three are not really old. They were just only 17 or 18. I realized they were, how can I say, they were problem with this. And then, so, okay, so I don't remember her name. So, hi, grandma, hey, no, it's not problem. So this is focus. So, and grandma said, I told you not to use him, then preferred what? To me. Did you forget that video? So
So
after,
did
yeah,
yeah.
after they are yelling at each other, I finally stand up and I explain, okay, this blood, I'm bleeding, but this is not because of him. I know he threw the ball, but I have a wisdom tooth in my baby gum. So
Yeah.
maybe bleeding already happened. So it, I think it's not his responsibility. It hurt a lot. But anyway,
Yeah.
just let me go. Just let me go.
Just let me go. Yeah. I just need to go to the dentist.
Just let me go out. And after I advocate them, so that grandmother release her angry, so and grandmother called him anyway. You have to apologize for him, your bad manner, and it was very interesting. Dentist,
Oh,
I drop off the bus one stop early. So
okay.
I have to walk around the 200, 300 meter more.
Hmm.
Anyway, so then grandmother told me, you motherfuckers escort him to the dentist safely. And the last was very interesting. You are not going to send him to that hair. So I was
Okay.
thinking that I'm already in the hair. So what kind of hair beneath here? But the reality was the worst hair were there across the roads. I told you the segregation. I told you the segregation. So
Yeah.
I was in the town controlled by the Crips, the, so American
Okay.
black gangster. But
Yeah.
across the line, there was a town controlled by MS-13, which is world's notorious group of the El Salvador gang, Hispanic gang.
Okay.
Okay, let me explain one thing. So
Did,
even the Crips of us were born were ugly gangsters, but at least they speak English. They were born in America, anyhow, very well organized country in terms of that the politics or many things. So they even they are gangster, they have to go to the school and they don't obey the police, don't fuck up with the police. So even the Crips, you are not allowed to driving that the blood color with the car vehicle with the
yeah.
red color, then you will get shot. When the ambulance 911 car came, Crips don't attack because at least they knew the rule of the society. And then when you get arrested, at least black African American obey the rule and they follow the protocol and they understand they need to go to the some kind of juridical term and they
Hmm.
know they hire the lawyer if they can afford it and they can meet the judges. So at least they are in the civilized world. But if you cross the line, this is a country from the war. And in that area, they never met the police in their lifetime. And actually, the jail means the town for your enemy because you conquer the government and you declare war on your enemy and you put everyone into the jail. Okay? So
Yeah.
you don't need to go to jail because police is your some kind of subordinate unit. Okay.
Hmm.
So at least African American don't attach an ambulance or 911 or some kind of post office truck. But here, if you enter the town without the notice, you will get shot. You will get shot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Actually,
It
yeah,
makes me.
Yeah, you go ahead. You go ahead.
Sorry, yeah, I was going to say, I really do want to visit America, but I know there is that side of it that the the gangsters and the danger and guns and violence. So it does make me a little nervous, but I know it shouldn't be a reason to not go. But yeah, just something to be aware of.
Let,
But
let me finish my story. More
sure,
interesting
sure.
thing remained. So I just asked them. I don't at the time I didn't know where am I heading to. I was lucky. I was hit by the basketball. If I drop off accordingly, I was shot. I was shot. shot. So they were very generous to the stranger because they had a gun, but they didn't shot. Okay. So after I tell them I'm heading to the dental office, so anyhow they owe me something because they attacked the innocent citizen, and
Yeah,
the angry grandmother was watching at him. So they tried to stop it. Hey, are you crazy, insane? You are going hell.
yeah, yeah.
So I think I am already in hell, but of course I didn't say. I'm already in the hell anyhow. So okay. So they tried to make some kind of solution to me. So okay, I will. So there were borderline between this African American town and the Latino town, and he told me to wait there. And there was just some kind of people who is watching the border, watching the border. Do you know
Hmm.
that the gangster with the facial tattoo?
What do you mean? Do I know any, or do I know what they
I
are?
have you seen any gangster picture with facial tattoo?
Oh yeah,
They got
loads. Yeah.
they got a tattoo on the face. They got a
Mm,
tattoo on the face to indicate they are dangerous people. Even the worst gangster of the African gangster don't do that, but in Latin America, it's very common.
yeah.
So I met the watching guy with full of facial tattoo. He speaks English. It seems like that he is some kind of bridging guy between the African American society and the Latino society, and he listened my story, and those three African guys paid for him some drugs, paid for him, and he
Yeah.
wished me a lot, and he wished me a lot. Walk safely, walk safely,
Wow.
and this watching Latino gangster bring me to their boss, bring me to their boss. And the boss was wearing this size of the Mexican style suit, and he even have some kind of diamond in his teeth.
Cool.
Yeah, he was not nearly tall guy, but his presence was still make me nervous, and
Yeah.
he doesn't speak English, but he wanted to see my gum is bad. So yeah, do this way.
He was like singing like "Show Me."
Yeah, and it literally.
Yeah.
So extreme pain came to me, but I couldn't yell because I was afraid of dying. And he
Yeah.
realized I'm just a poor, stupid dude, Asian dude, came to this town with no guns, no nothing. So he let me go, let me go to the
Yeah.
hospital. And
Hmm.
then the the first Latino guy guided me to that dentist office. So I went to a dentist office. Then they told me, I never see any car coming. How did you came here? So
Yeah.
I walked from the road. Then they say it seems like that dental facility is kind of the neutral area because anyway they need someone need to take care of their tooth. So only
Yeah.
allowed to moving by the car. right? So, but I passed the really dangerous street, and they realized, wow, really? How? How didn't you get shot? I don't know. I don't know. Then they, and anyway, so they took off my tooth out. They took out my tooth, and it cost $650. So I left $20 in my pocket. So $20 in my pocket.
Oh my God.
I brought $1,000, but I spent everything for my tooth. I have a $20 in my pocket, and I
Yeah.
left. I left the town then. I left the hospitality, and then outside, the first Latino guy who guided us was still waiting me because he was ordered to protect me. he was ordered to protect me. So
Wow.
yeah, so that the Latino town was some kind of the mono. How can I say some kind of totalitarian? How can I say hierarchy? How do I say so?
Yeah, yeah.
Authoritarian.
Um,
Yeah, authorized, controlled by the one people.
yeah, you could say like a controlled territory or
Yeah,
something like
control
that.
territory. So if without him, maybe I can get shot. So he wanted to protect me. So he told me. So he just asked me, "Your bus stop is over there," and he asked me the rule: "Don't go out this line. You could get shot." Okay, and he left me. So I didn't know when the bus was coming. So I just bleeding there. I was just bleeding there. Actually, I was really hungry at the time because it's almost night there. It's almost I
Yeah.
left, and there was a restaurant near him, but I was not able to go there because if I could try, I could get that. Maybe I was very
Yeah.
hungry. I was watching someone was eating, and then the real big Mexican or El Salvador gangster came me and he asked me with very, you know that the Mexican people speak English very vividly or say, oh, hello
Yeah.
amigo, this is my friend. This way.
Mm.
So
Yeah, yeah,
when they speak Spanish, they are really look like a gangster, but they learned English in the movie or something, so they speak very friendly English. So he wears like a gangster, but he speaks very friendly, gentle English. What's wrong with you, my friend? You are reading. Yeah. So
yeah.
the situation was very funny. So I told them I went to that dental hospitality and I'm bleeding. Maybe I was hungry. Sorry, I was watching you because I'm hungry. I didn't mean to cross the line or something.
Yeah.
And then that Mexican gangster think I'm very generous. I'm very polite. He liked that my attitude. I had to polite. If I don't, I could get tied. So my son, no worry. Hey, bring the car, bring the car. Take him drive, take him drive. And they say, so at the time the bus was coming. I don't want to take a mafia's car. So thank you very much, sir, for there is your bus. I just want to go. Thank you very much. I
Yeah,
took the
yeah.
bus. I came back. I came back home safely. I came back home safely.
What an adventure.
But
What a
I
day.
but I took I had to take one more adventure again. I have to visit that dentist's office again
Mm.
to late checkup. But for this time, I just wanted to thank you for all guys who helped me. So you know that the cigarette is very expensive in the Western world. Cigarette is very expensive. How much does it cost
Yeah.
in Ireland? Ireland.
They're very expensive in
One
Ireland as
pack of
well.
cigarette. One pack of cigarette.
Just like a 20 pack of cigarettes is probably like
Yeah. In
20,
South
30 euros or something.
in now one pack of cigarette in South Korea is relatively cheap, $3 or $4, around $4. But at the
Mm.
time, the South Korean cigarette price was insanely cheap, was $1 or $2 per pack.
Mm.
I knew that the cigarette is very good gift for American people. So when I was in the duty free shop, I bought many cigarettes. So So I asked my friends to buy. Actually, I didn't smoke. I didn't smoke. I heard that that will be a very good gift for them. So I have a 7 or 8 carton of a cigarette. So I took everything to say thank you. So it means they are getting a $400 gift from stranger.
Wow.
So so I went again and I dropped off the bus, the first drop. And it seems like that my person who threw the ball to me, their job was watching the town, so they didn't really have a job. So they noticed me. Wow, what's up, man? You overcome me. We already met, so we are bro. we are bro. we are bro. What's up,
Yeah.
man? What's up, man? You overcome. And then I just wanted to thank you for all of you. I gave them the 3 canton of cigarette, right? Canton of
Yeah.
cigarette. 3 cantons of cigarettes, and they say, you are your man. Oh, really, thank you for that. Oh, it's too much. Oh, we didn't ask you for them this money. Oh, this is just friendship, bro.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Amazing.
anyhow, so I just asked them, this is my gift. You have me. Actually, no, this fuckers threw the basketball on your face. You don't deserve it. I no. Anyway, so it's okay. It's okay. So could you bring that Latino guy who bring me to the bring me last? And
Yeah.
then I also wanted to give him this carton of cigarette too. Then, oh, you are, you will be welcomed. You are welcomed. So I prepared many cigarettes to say thanks for the mafia boss, mafia boss too. And then the guy who guided me to the dental hospital see that me again. Oh, why you come here again? Then I show them my present. Then
Yeah.
thank you, amigo. You are my friend. You are my best pal. You are my best pal. Oh, why do you bring 2? So I wanted to give 1 for your boss. Okay, so but the boss was absent. So okay,
Yeah.
you are kind Korean. You're very kind Asian. Thank you. Oh, gracias. And then he sent me to the dental office again. Then after dental office, he was waiting for me, and he drove me to my dormitory. He drove me to my
Wow.
dormitory. And that was my
What a
story.
story.
Yeah, that was my story.
Was that like that was your first few days in America, first week?
Yeah, it happened in my first week. Everything happened in my first week.
That's crazy.
In the day 3, I got wisdom tooth. At day 4, I realized I cannot handle with this. So and in day 4, I went to a medical center in Cambridge, and I got the
Yeah.
number. And day 5, I went to the day 5 and went to the maybe a couple of days later, I went to the town again. I I made a few bro-brother relationship with my cigarette gift. Anyhow, it's amazing story, isn't it?
Yeah, great story. Well, you got a first-hand experience of gangster America. Survived to tell the story. You didn't get shot.
And anyway, so one thing I wanted to tell is after I mentioned that I spent all of my pocket money, $1,000. I only have a
Yeah.
$20, but simple Subway sandwich, $7 or $8. How could I survive there? So that the dormitory serves no breakfast and the dinner. I buy breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So I went to class and I ran to the dormitory like a crazy man and hit something, and I came back to the class again because I don't have the money. So I bring my own bottle with water, and just
Yeah.
crazy.
And
And
how
then,
did you?
hmm?
Oh yeah.
Are you going?
I was gonna say, what did you do for money after that? Did you manage to get a job or?
I managed to get the job, and the second story began. And second story is more interesting, actually. Second story is more interesting. So I tried to find a job, but it was just 2006. There was not much internet. Internet was not really advanced
Yeah.
nowadays. So I had to visit many bulletin boards to find a part-time job that I can work with. Then I tried to get a job, but I realized that my English wasn't enough to work or something. So I realized that I should use my physical ability. So I found some hiring notice. They were looking for the dormitory guard. So I was in military, so I did many guard jobs, so maybe I can utilize my skills. So I hit the office. The only one empty room for the dormitory was a female dormitory room. Was a female dormitory. Oh, so I have no chance. I have no option. So I told them, okay, I will start working. So when do I need to go work there? And okay, only room you have is 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. midnight. 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. midnight.
That's not a nice time. That's not a nice time to work.
But at the time, maybe I have a $3 or something. So I asked him, so when do I get the money? Text them.
Yeah.
It was, do you also take a weekly salary system?
Mm.
In ACH, usually we take a monthly payment system, but they say it's a weekly system, so you can get the money 1 week later, 1 week later. So,
Yeah.
okay, I just need to survive with this $3. Okay, I'll do it. Okay, starting tonight? Yeah, starting tonight. So I went to the dormitory serving. Actually, at the very first time, I thought that room was empty because something you are watching a female dormitory entrance. Maybe it means every single women are watching you. So I thought, oh, am I hired for some kind of monkey in this room or something? So in second day, I realized I was hired not for monkey. I was hired for as a watching dog.
Yeah.
It means, yeah, this is a female, should I say women's dormitory, or female dormitory?
We say female dormitory.
It was female dormitory. It meant many crazy ex-boyfriend stalkers want to chase the woman, want to women the woman they like, and they try
Yeah.
to invade the dormitory room.
Oh
Sometimes
my
they
God.
got kicked out by their ex-girlfriend. They drunken
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
crazy and they try to invade. So it means you have to
That's
fight with
crazy.
them. This is your job.
Oh my God.
And the reason why I was hired, even I am Asian, because I'm tall, big enough.
Yeah.
And I
Big guy.
told them I was in the military. I have been many guarding services. So they just want me to utilize me.
Yeah.
Then after that, my trouble began, and many in America, drug is very common. Sometimes they hide, and sometimes I punch them. They didn't really feel damaged because they are already fucking drunk. But I was sober. I mean, if they hit me, I feel pain. So, but to very generously, they gave me some kind of credit card. So if you are injured, then you are covered with insurance.
Ah.
So, but anyhow, I have to walk. I had to walk at the time. So
Yeah.
okay. So 3 or 4 weeks later, I finally found a financial stability. So I wanted to quit, but anyway, so I start. So and then while I was working in the female dormitory, I saw that I had was serious battle in my life. Do you like WWE?
Wait, what did you say? What in your life?
Serious battle in my life.
A serious bat?
Serious fight, brawl, fight.
Oh, fight.
Yeah.
Sorry, fight. Okay.
Do you
Yeah.
watch WWE, World Wrestling Entertainment?
I used to when I was a kid. Yeah.
Do you know that the Undertaker is doing this shit? He is literally bring him
The
nine.
choke slam.
Yeah. Or you know that this kind of power slam. Take your people
Yeah.
in the. I always dream to do power slam in my life. You are not allowed to do. Yeah, even in judo, it's not allowed. It's because too dangerous. So, but and you know that most of the Asian people are bullied by the worst guy in the school, public school. You know, in California, usually Asian are relatively short and tall and not nearly good at fight. So there was a crazy dude, I still even remember his name. He was also kicked off by his girlfriend. But his girlfriend was Asian, interestingly. So he think she was shooting with some other Asian guy. She was shooting with an Asian guy. So it seems like he was an ugly bully in his high school, middle school. So it seems like he bullied Asian a lot. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So he expects same response from me. If he attack, most of the Asians do not revert back, just go away. So I was sitting in the chair. He didn't realize I was much taller than and stronger than, mightier than him. So he tried to attack me, but I have been this situation a lot. So I stopped them. And there was protocol. One thing, someone is trying to invade or attack me, I warn them. If he go away, I don't need to report. But someone is violating the line, so then I have to report. But before reporting, I'm obliged to fight to defend that area. So it's America, so they are very generous on those kind of detecting action. So they gave me some kind of weapons, some stun gun or something, stun guns.
Wow.
This is America, so they are crazy. So, and they strongly recommend to get the ammunition license, gun license. And finally, I got it. And yeah, so I was armed with them. Then that dude attacked me, so I won them. So he thinks he's not going back to him, but he crossed the lines, and I realized that these suckers did this several times in his lifetime, so I should broke his stereotype for this time forever as your Asian, as your can fight Asian. So
yeah,
and so I broke down him very seriously, you know, and then so after he was hit a lot, then he doesn't really understand the fact he could be beaten by Asian people. It seems like this was unnormal for him. he never been in that situation. If he attacked most of the Asians, just ran away. But for this time, someone paused back and he literally beat it just on the fist and fist battle. I didn't use my weapons. And then next day, he came again, and he thought he underestimated him too much. Actually, he was coming with some slippers, flip-flop at the yesterday.
Right.
But today, he wears all the fighting.
Oh my God.
And he attacked me, right? And in that time, actually, I was a bit addicted about the situation with the adrenaline to fight back.
Yeah.
So I always dream to do a power slam in my life, and I did power slam. I didn't this.
So you did it?
I did it on the table. You know, in WWE, we always they do on the table. They do on the
Yeah,
table.
yeah.
It was my dream to that power slam on the table in my life. I always dream, but I had no chance in my lifetime. But I have
Yeah,
some.
yeah.
One thing I'm very curious about is why I wasn't arrested at that day, and second is why he wasn't dead at that night. Why he wasn't dead at that night?
Yeah.
So after that day, okay, let me finish the clear. Third story began. I scouted to the other position, to the guard position, more serious guard position. That was my
Mental.
that was my
Yeah.
adventure. That was my adventure in America. In 1 month.
Just in time to wrap it up as well. We're out of time, but yeah, that was very fascinating. Thank you for telling me all that. That was cool.
Okay, thank you very much, Paul. Bye bye.
I'll see you soon, man. Next time. Have a good day.